The growing conflict in the Middle East weighing on the major averages today, but defense stocks powering higher. RTX, Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin all hitting all-time highs today, among others. Joining us now, Roger Zakheim from the Ronald Reagan Presidential Foundation and Institute. Roger, it is good to have you on. And the key question, I think, for the world right now is what next steps look like, especially as we know we get more details about what just happened and the strike from Iran, 180 ballistic missiles, it looks like, give or take, and a U.S. military that coordinated very closely with Israeli defense forces for those interception activities. What do next steps look like? How does this go from here?
Thanks, Morgan. We can expect what the Israelis have called a severe response against Iran. Second time since April that Iran has attacked with ballistic missiles against Israeli territory. This was responded to last time by the Israelis with a message response, not a significant response. The Iranians have escalated, as you noted, with 180 ballistic missiles. The Israelis now will respond not only in kind, but do what is necessary to restore deterrence. And Morgan, as you know, deterrence is lost. The price of an administration here in the United States that calls for de-escalation time over this past year has just resulted in a ratcheting up. Now it's been on Israel to effectively restore deterrence in the Middle East, and that's going to require a severe response against Tehran.
For Israel to now respond, does that actually reestablish deterrence, or has the risk just risen that this conflict now enters a new, more heightened chapter? And I guess just as importantly, then, what does U.S. involvement in this chapter directly or indirectly look like?
Well, the United States, with the National Security Advisor, Jake Sullivan, has already said that there'll be severe consequences and the United States to support Israel. You know, the effort to de-escalate, to try to somehow prevent an escalation to regional-wide conflict has failed. I mean, we just need to use our common sense here. This is a regional conflict. Iran has carried out an act of war against Israel. And Israel, of course, to prevent that from happening again, needs to go ahead to the source of its troubles, whether it be Hamas, whether it be Hezbollah in Lebanon. It comes from Iran. They fund, they fuel that ring of fire. I mean, you look at how we got here in October of last year. I mean, just basically a year ago, sanctions or UN Security Council resolution had run out that prevented the Iranian ballistic missile program from being able to grow and being able to be fueled in terms of selling their ballistic missiles around the world. That passed. Now we see a year later, Iran is firing ballistic missiles against Israel. So sometimes to restore deterrence, it requires a form of escalation, or in this case, not even escalation, a response to demonstrate that they had crossed a line that Israel and the United States and the West certainly cannot tolerate.
Well, Roger, we've seen over the past several weeks, Israel has embarrassed Hezbollah, and now Iran's response has been, at least initially, ineffective. What sorts of further responses should the world, should investors brace for here from an Iran that seems, at least at the moment, to be less effective than they want to project?
Well, no doubt, Iran's on its heels. I think the world, and most importantly, Tehran, has been surprised by Israel's response. Israel, though, has 60,000 plus citizens that have not been able to return to their homes in northern Israel. And so that explains the activity you've seen against Hezbollah, taking out Nasrallah, their leader, and also the limited ground incursion that began yesterday in Lebanon. But Iran has escalated. They have decided that they needed to participate in what was a conflict on Israel's borders. Now it's expanded regionally. I think investors need to basically plan for what we've already seen over the past year since October 7th. It'll be a year since Hamas's attack on Israel next week. I think the attack we saw from Iran, while there are no casualties reported yet, ballistic missiles land on Israel. They targeted infrastructure. They targeted military bases. And I think we can expect the same in terms of Israel's response to Iran. That is a sort of action that I think may result in sort of impact on oil and energy markets, certainly aviation, and I think certainly defense sector. You're seeing that right now on the screen, where investments in missile defense and ammunition those companies that manufacture and produce those systems for sure are going to be impacted by what's playing out in the Middle East.